Hey everybody, hello, hello. It's Terry Luongo and Team Up, and it's Monday night, and it's 10 days till Christmas. And thank you for joining me tonight. You could be anywhere doing anything, shopping, wrapping, making cookies, but you chose to be here, and I'm honored. All right, first up to bat. Hey, Judy just joined us. Wellness Reset. The two boards dropped yesterday. I want to pull them up. I want to kind of review them together. The intention of Kurt and Christy, of course, I told you a couple of weeks ago, was to build the largest health and wellness health community in the world. And I have to tell you, these are so professional. And wouldn't you agree? These are so professionally done. I am so impressed. So there's two different boards. First one we're going to kind of go through together is the one for partners, and then there's one that's going to be that you would use for customers, prospects, and any partner on your team who's not really engaged that needs to see and participate. So Kathy, if you want to pull up the one that's for partners, this one, guys, is like how to use. It's like a how to use tool, and let me see. Well, Kathy, can you make that bigger, Kathy, or we can do that on our end?
About it, Terry.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to have to pull it up on my end and read off my phone. All right, because that is very small. Give me a minute, guys.
How's that?
Yeah, that's better. Okay, can you scroll down a little bit, Kathy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so this is for partners. The Wellness Reset 30 Days Simple Real Life Topics. Now, we kind of reviewed what the topics were going to be on last week's call, but take a look at what's going to be covered in the 30 days that we do this. Habits that stick, protein powder, supplements. This is not our usual shred. Okay, this is education, and aspects of the shred will be included in this. So what we want right away is to make sure that every single partner that's on the Team Up umbrella is going to be participating in this wellness reset. I mean, just look at the topics. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to ask all the participants to post their favorite healthy recipe, and there will be a recipe book that will be sent to all the participants at the end of January, or whenever this, not January, February, whatever the last day is. Okay, so Kathy, pull up because there's the invite verbiage for partners. Okay, and it's really small, and I am not going to read the whole thing, but this is something that you would send your partners who maybe aren't very engaged. And you look at what Christy and Kurt said here for partners, they consider this to be your number one priority. Let's get everybody involved in celebrating and learning and educating together. The second one is for your current customers, and that one is much shorter. You put in the name. Look at that. It's all written out for you. Okay. Asking them if they want to participate and creating excitement all around it. The third script is for potential customers. Okay. Those people that, maybe you have approached them with Juice Plus, they have not yet ordered. Maybe it's somebody that's just on your mind that you've not reached out to yet. This would be the perfect script to send them. And for people who that in your network that are just drawn to health and wellness, and this is just kind of like throwing the seed to the wind, and like in scripture, it's like casting seeds. We don't know where they're going to land, but it's just somebody out there that you've been watching and you think maybe, just maybe. And then there's a follow-up script. You have sent the invite, and we just want to follow up to see where they are. Now, this is what I'm going to encourage you to do. If you want to use the reset to grow your business, this is not passive. Okay, I'm going to want you to keep track. I mean, this is for you. I mean, who are the partners that you're sending, all right, the reset to? Who are the customers that you're sending the reset to? Who are the prospects that you're sending the reset to? Keep track of every single piece of correspondence information that you've put out, okay, so that we can serve and service these people really, really well. And that's what's going to grow your business, because you're going to send the text, but I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to want to hear the sound of your voice. All right, so I can't encourage you enough to do that. Now, here are some do's, okay? All right, so you can invite before December 26th, but that is when the Facebook group officially opens on December 26th. Oh, look at this. Create a list. All right, okay, I haven't really looked at this yet, but there it is, create a list. Let them know that there'll be a recipe book that will be shared at the end. Here we go again. Personalize every invitation to fit that person's needs. You've heard of it before, Terry. Needs, wants, or desires based on their goals, their health goals, the season of life that they're in. Okay. There's a lot of really cool coming soon flyers. All right. And I didn't share those with Kathy yet tonight, but I'm seeing them pop up. I'll be posting those on the Team Up Facebook page. Let me see. Show up authentically. I don't have to tell you that. We are all very authentic. Here are the don'ts. Well, I'm hoping that this doesn't apply to any of us. Don't pressure anyone into the reset. Yeah, like that's going to work, right? This is an important don't. Don't turn the group into a product pitch. Lead with value, stories, recipes, education, and let the products fit in naturally. Okay, for some of us, that could be a little bit of a learning curve, but the presenters are so well versed in this. Okay, and here's a big don't. Don't make it about the business. Use words like community and mission. And if I could add one more word here, it's the word that's been driving me for 30 years, impact. Okay, so that's what needs to go out to every single partner within the Team Up umbrella. Okay, now Kathy, if you would share the next board, because the next board is what we would actually be sharing our customers, prospects, casting seeds out there. I'm sure I'm not quoting that well, but in any case. Now, some of this is repetitive, but not all. Okay, Wellness Reset, January 5th to February 3rd. Okay, the goal of the reset group. Look how beautiful this is. You're going to be sending this to your prospects and your customers. It's beautiful. Now, when they click that button, join the Wellness Reset, that will be activated on December 26th. Okay, scroll down, Miss Kathy. What is the Wellness Reset? Well, again, it's a group of people, like-minded people coming together, health and wellness on the mind, new recipes, jumpstart for the new year, a really good way to honor those goals that we set every year. So 30 days of simple, real life topics. And then they look at this. I mean, what customer or prospect would not be impressed with this list of topics? This is impressive. Okay. And there's already a video embedded in here, which I love. Kathy, if you want to show that video, it's coming up right there. This was just created. Those of us presenting sent in a clip last week. There'll be several videos created, again, to educate and create excitement. So if you want to click that, Kath, that'd be lovely.
Are all coming together to do something really, really incredible in January over a 30-day period. I am a nutritionist, a personal trainer, a fitness instructor.
I'm a wife, mom, and business owner.
Dr. Rachel Smart here.
You're looking to do something different in 2026.
I am Lois Ann Fowler, a nationally board certified health and wellness coach.
My name is Catherine Lee, and
our nervous system hasn't been trained properly.
To give you some simple tools on how to set your foundation.
Looking to make sustainable lifestyle shift.
A wife, I'm a mom to our 4 children, a homeschool mom.
Pharmacist, ranch wife, and mama.
I get this question a lot. How to supplement best for your family.
What's for dinner and how I found my confidence in the kitchen.
When was the last time you slept through the night?
How do we get our families to care about their health?
Whether or not your environment is making you sick. How to really have habits that stick.
are you stressing about stress? Well, I can't wait to share with you what's really happening.
I want to invite you to come and learn a little bit more and have a conversation.
Does that not make you proud? That makes me so proud to be a part of this business. And yes, Tasha, share away. Okay, I would be sending this video individually to people. Make it part of your invitation. That's that video. Let's use that video. So great. Yeah, I welled up when I saw it this morning because it's so well done. And so now again, it's telling the customer what you'll find every week: live education on different topics, recipes, comments, and education for different seasons of life, the digital recipe book. And here's a big important piece. We need to be posting comments while the lectures are going on or go in afterwards. Your customers need to see you active in this page. Okay, so fabulous. Again, starting December 26th, but that is what you will be sending your prospects and customers, and I'm so excited. Or does anybody have any questions about the reset, how to use it, what to do with it?
I do, Terry.
Yeah.
The questions or the comments have to be about those topics that you mentioned on there, or could it be an idea that has to do with nutrition, but they didn't talk about that one? It's, you know what I'm saying?
I think I hear what you're saying, Judy. So somebody's educating about hormone health, and you have a great suggestion about hormone, something that might have, absolutely, because this whole thing is about education. It's about community coming together and sharing. I mean, you know what you shared with me last week about bread. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. Anything like that that's going to keep engagement going. And that's what this is about: engagement and education. I'm so excited. That was a great question. Anybody else have any questions or concerns about that?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking because it said the do's and don'ts, right?
Mm-hmm.
How would you, I guess if somebody was like, okay, I'm interested in the business, how would we navigate that? Like after they've started in the reset, if they're like, this is what I want to be a part of, how would we kind of,
That's the intention. That's the intention, Tasha, of all this too, is to
okay,
create lifelong customers that give you leads, and then a customer that eventually becomes a partner. So this is a process of turning customers into somebody that wants to join, lock arms with us. Then you'll just take them through the whole thing. Absolutely. Okay.
okay,
Let's talk about, let's talk about getting you started. Let's set you up for success. I would start talking the family plan membership. Let me show you how you can get it at the best price.
But you want that,
your
away
friends and
from that
family.
conversation, right? You want that away. Do it privately. Go to them and say, let
Oh
me
yeah,
tell you
absolutely. It's a private. You
Let's
take
get
it
on
off. Yes. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, absolutely. But that's the whole intention, is to take so many of our customers and have them so engaged and inspired by this community that they're going to want to share with their friends and family and get them involved too.
okay.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for asking. Anybody else have a comment or a question?
I have a comment.
Mhm.
When you are engaging, It's important. I learned at one time, this could be malarkey now, I don't know, but more than 5 words and questions are always good because then that creates the conversation and it really helps pull feed into the group. Just FYI.
So give me an
It's
example. Give me an example.
so like if I'm talking about inflammation and I don't talk about sugar and Judy gets on there and says, well, what about sugar? And gives a, says, well, I know this. What do you say about this? And then I go in and I say this and I'm like, oh, Judy, tell me this story about this. And then Judy comments again. That builds engagement on that post. And then if, Nancy comes in and asks another question and says, oh, I learned this happens whenever we take the berry blend, how we can decrease inflammation with that. What do you say about our berry blend? Blah, 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 Oh, and what about and then you come in and you say, what about our, the NIH study that, selected our berry blend for this, and so that I get to answer a question, you get to ask. It just builds huge conversation for that post and lifts it up. So
And lifts the post up. Absolutely. And it lifts the post up. That's a really good comment, my friend. Very good comment. Anybody else have a comment about the reset? That Santa song applies. Make your list, checking it twice, all of that kind of stuff. All right, well, guys, we were going to break out and talk about WAM, weekly accountability. But most of us that are on the call here are all part of the WAM group. So we wanted to show the power of WAM. All right, so let me tell you what it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my WAMers if they want to speak up and talk to and just share what WAM means to them. All right, what is WAM? Weekly accountability meeting. Started it a year ago. Okay. And it's about people coming together, typically on a Monday, to set your intention for the week. And we share what activity we did the week before and what was the result of that activity. There is no shame. Okay, there is just support and education within this group. Started it a year ago. And those of you that know me well know that I'm a numbers girl. I love looking at numbers and the results. This is what I'm going to tell you. Every single month when we post who has 3 or more customers, 5 or more customers, 10 or more customers, almost 90% of those names are part of the Monday Morning WAM group. This weekly accountability works. And I know that in the beginning, I'm going to let some of the girls share, it was like, I'm not sure I want to do this because the ego says don't say anything, you don't show up well, you don't interact enough, you're not doing enough business, you don't deserve to be a part of this, people are going to judge you. That's what the voice is saying. All right. Of my whammers, who wants to unplug yourselves? Because I would consider doing another group, maybe after the Monday night call, for those of you that can't join on a Monday morning. So who wants to participate? Okay, you want me to just call you out? Okay, Patty, share what you said this morning.
Okay, what I said was listening to everyone, what they're doing, what is working in their business, helped me to kind of remember things that I wanted to do that I had kind of forgotten. So I think what happens is even if you don't have a ton of things to share, you can always learn from everyone else that's doing something or from the people who are doing something. And it's just a huge encouragement. So, like Terry said, it is not a shame thing where if you haven't, gotten a bunch of orders, it's okay. I mean, you just need to keep growing. And we've all seen a lot of growth and a lot of people. That's what I said.
It's been amazing. And you, my friend, have grown so much. It's just been such a joy to watch. Let's see. Misty, do you still have your lights on tonight? Misty, do you want to share? Misty had light bulbs. I mean,
No.
Christmas. You took your light bulb, your Christmas ornaments off. Okay. So
Yeah.
what has WAM meant to you?
Well, I think it does keep me motivated to write things down on my schedule and follow through. My intentions, I put them down on paper, which keeps me from being distracted or procrastinating.
Yeah, and your business is growing.
Mhm.
Of the whammers, how many of you feel that because of the education and the experiences that are shared, that you're better communicators? Every single hand. You are a better communicator, because at the end of the day, this is about the art of the conversation. And I've seen every single one of you grow into great storytellers and great communicators. And that's another reason why your businesses continue to grow. Penny Gillian, best Christmas sweater I have ever seen. Would you just come to camera? Okay, Penny, what has WAM meant to you?
Well, I joined, I don't know, maybe halfway through the year. I can't remember. So no, it's helped me a lot. The I guess I felt like I didn't have as much experience as those that were already involved, and maybe wasn't as high up in our hierarchy. But I wanted to try something. So anyway, Patty encouraged me to get involved, so I did, and it's helped a lot. It's the accountability. Just you need to show up, and hearing other people do well and have lots of events, and you think, well, maybe I could do one, and so it's like what everybody else said. It's very helpful in multiple ways, and it has challenged me, and I've been very encouraged.
Well, guys, I want all of you to give it up for Penny, because when Penny started with WAM, I think she had maybe 7 or 8, 10 customers, and she just received the $500 bonus from the company for having qualified her business 2 months in a row. Okay, and that is so phenomenal. So thank you for embracing WAM and being so teachable. We appreciate you so much. All right. One more person I'm going to put on here. Pamelia Parker. I know you've got to do a midnight run somewhere. Can you share, Pamelia, what WAM means to you? She's probably already in the car. All right, we'll go to Nancy Hilliard. Nancy, our angel,
Yes, ma'am.
Our angel in disguise this morning. She's
Can you
still
see
there.
my halo
Okay,
is
now,
glowing?
What kind of angel are you?
A little bit.
I'm a angel of health.
Yes, thank you. She almost forgot. She almost forgot what kind of angel she was. I did not. All right, what has WAM meant to you, honey?
Well, for me, it's like a tribe, a team coming together, because like this is my only exposure during the week to Juice Plus, getting to talk to, since I don't have a team that I get on and talk to. So everything from setting goals to meeting goals to, oh, what do I tell this person that says she can't afford it or doesn't really, see the value, whatever. There's usually somebody that says, oh, this is what I say. And then it's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. So, just kind of throwing ideas around, and, sometimes I don't have anything to say, or, sometimes I'm kind of like, oh, yeah, I didn't do that this week, or I didn't do that well. But, it makes all of us better, I think, and, lifts us all up.
And you know what I've seen, and this is important for everybody to know, is that I love how you coach each other. You guys, at the end of the call, we'll always discuss 1 or 2 things based on how much time we have. But what I have seen this year is how each and every one of you is just risen up to be a leader, and you coach and support and you teach and train each other. That is invaluable. So thank you. Is there anybody else that might want to share about WAM, what it has meant to them? We've got about 3 or 4 more minutes left. Let me see. Amelia's not around. Hey, Paula Culbreath.
Yes.
Unmute yourself, baby. Okay. You've had a busy month. You've had a wedding and all sorts of things. I think you had a little. So
yeah.
what does WAM mean to you?
I love it because it makes things, it's like the best habit to make your business intentional. But it's not just about the business, it's about, serving the community. And I love that you plan your week. There's growth, there's projection, and there's always wisdom and encouragement. So that's it, it's just a blessing. And when she says there's no judgment, I can tell you I have just regretted sometimes coming on. And well, I can probably think that everybody has regretted at one point, coming on, and it turns in a reverse. Everybody is encouraged, and it's not just a like build you up. It's an encouragement to learn how to make whatever your mindset is in a better way.
Yeah, it's shifting. It's a shift.
Yes.
That's what we do every single Monday morning. It's an awareness, it's a consciousness shift. Okay. And that's part of why all your businesses are growing. You're taking your challenges, your fears, and you're turning them into something very powerful, very proactive. And that's why it's working. All right, is there anybody else that might want to share?
Me. I just have to say, I'm sorry, I look so silly. But one of the reasons this works is because our leader shows up every time. And the only time she doesn't is because there's something very valid that she's doing instead. And I think that if we didn't have a leader doing that, it would kind of fall apart. And Terry, thank you for constantly having words of wisdom. We know you've thought about it before we get on the call. You've thought about things that that you want to encourage us with, and that really you do have a way. Terry has a way of turning things that are kind of negative. We had a person that had a real negative experience with someone today, and Terry can just turn those things for us, can turn them around to something good. And I think that's so important because this is the kind of business you're just going to have rude people, you're going to have situations. But when you have a leader that can just say, hey, been there, done that, and that you honestly hope this is the only person that treats you like that, because it's not always like that. And it just helps. So there you go. She's the mama of our team. Thank you, Terry.
And you're all just the best kids ever. And Santa is going to be so good to each and every one of you. All right, guys, needless to say, no call next Monday night. Okay, I want you to have a wonderful Christmas week. I believe we will get together the Monday before New Year's just so that we can review what's going on with Reset. How does that sound? Okay, because I think coming together the Monday night after Christmas is really going to help us plan 2026 using Reset as a launch. How does that sound? Okay. All right. You guys are the best. Peace and blessings from the bottom of my heart. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Take care. Bye-bye.
Night.
Good night, everybody.